Hello Prepstars! Jai Hind! This is a wonderful channel, MathSteps. So, this is the third video in the SSB series. In the previous video, I have told you about the rules and the regulations of the psychological testing which is conducted on day 2 of the SSB interview. Now, in this video, I will cover the ground task of the SSB interview which is conducted on day 3 and the day 4 as a part of GTO testing. Out of the 9 tasks which I have mentioned here, I will cover today the PGT, HGT, command task and the FGT. I am covering these 4 tasks in this separate video because in this there are so many rules and regulations that you have to know them clearly without having any single doubt, because it will make you suffer in the GTO in the SSB. So watch this video till the end with full attention to know all the rules and the process of these tasks. So let's begin this video with a high josh. So first of all, I will tell you about the rules and then I will correlate that rules with the process, that is the task only. So the rules are, first rule is rule of color. Rule of color. So in the rule of color, the blue color, green color or yellow color. The blue color, the green color and the yellow color can be touched by you but cannot be touched by the helping material. Can be touched by you but not the helping material. Helping material. It cannot be touched by helping material, but you can touch blue, green or the yellow color. And now the red color. So red cannot be touched by you or your helping material. It cannot be touched by anyone. Cannot be touched by anyone. Cannot be touched by anyone. Touched by anyone. And white color. So white is a symbol of peace. So by this name only you can make a point that it can be touched by anyone. Touched by anyone. Touched by anyone. So now, rule number 2 is the rule of distance. Rule of distance says that any distance which is greater than 4 feet has to be bridged. It cannot be jumped by the person. It cannot be jumped by the person. Rule of distance. Rule of distance. If the distance is greater than the 4 feet, it has to be bridged. And if the distance is bridged by the helping material, which I will cover in the further video. So a distance greater than 4 feet has to be bridged and less than 4 feet can be jumped by the person. So rule of distance, then rule of rigidity. So rule of rigidity says that two solid materials like a bully and a plank cannot be tied with a rope. Rope is also a helping material. So I will cover the helping material in the further video. So till now you understood that rule of rigidity says that two solid materials cannot be tied by a rope. Rule of rigidity and rule of distance and rule of color done. So group rule. So this I will make you understand with the process only. It will be a better understanding for you when I will explain that in the process. So group rule done, rule of infinity. Rule of infinity. So these are the rules. I will explain this rule also in the process only. So the PGT is a progressive group task. So it is a 4-stage obstacle. It is a 4-stage obstacle. It is a 4-stage obstacle like this. There is a starting line and there is a finish line. So this is a stage 1, A to B. Now there is again a starting line and a finish line. Again a starting line, again a finish line, again a starting line, again a finish line. So this is A, this is B, this is again A, this is again B, this is again A, this is again B, and this is again A, this is again B. And here it will call us, and the final initial line and the final B dash is the final ending line, that is the finish line. So your group is standing here and your group has to move till the B dash, and the time for the PGT is 45 minutes. 45 minutes. So I will take one stage and explain, correlate these rules with one stage. So this is a stage. Say it is a 2-stage or 1 stage. Any stage can be there. I am just explaining the rules with this stage. So this is a stage. Firstly is the rule of color. So rule of color is applicable to the structures which is between A and B line. These structures and the helping materials will be helping materials. Helping materials can be a balli, plank, rope, or any small balli or a triangle according to the improvisation in the obstacle. So it can be anything, but basic helping material is this only: balli, plank, and a rope. And there is a load also. So load concept is like this. This is a load and this will act as a member of your group. So this load has to move with the group only. It cannot be subdued or it cannot be left behind the group. So load has to move with the group only. So load is there. Load is an extra member like this. You can understand load is an extra member. So helping material. So now rule of color is applicable to the structures which is between A and B. So this is a structure like this. This is a structure. This is a structure. These structures are there to make this task easier, or it will act as a helping material to you only. So these are the helping materials, and with the help of the structures you will cross from A to B. So the structures are there for helping you. It will make the task more interesting. So if the structure color is blue, it can be touched by you but not by the helping material. If the red color is there on the structure, then it cannot be touched by the helping material or by the members of the group. Or if the if the color is white, it can be touched by your members, your group members, and the helping materials. So the rule of color is applicable to the structures as I have told you. So now moving to the rule of distance. So in this, if you are standing here, then if the structure is here, so you have to, if this distance between you and the structure is more than 4 feet, then you have to bridge this distance and it cannot be jumped, because this ground is out of bound area. This ground is out of bound area. This ground is out of bound because it cannot be touched by anyone. That is, it can be sensed by you like there are mines in this ground. So it can, if there are mines, then you cannot touch this ground. So with the help of the structures only, you have to move forward from A to B. So this ground is out of bound area between A to B. So I have made you understand the rule of distance. Then rule of rigidity. Rule of rigidity says that the balli and the plank cannot be tied with each other with a rope. They can be put over one another. Means the balli, this is a balli, this is a plank. They can be put over one another but cannot be tied with a rope. So rule of rigidity done. Group rule. Group rule says that even a single person, if it is behind this line, if the group is clearing this first stage and 5 members of the group reaches here and 6th member is here, then the 6th member also have to move till here. Then only the group can start the next stage. That is, no member can be left behind without completing a single stage. So this is the rule of group rule. Rule of infinity. Rule of infinity says that A line and the B line stretches to infinity. It means that you cannot enter from here or here. this is the rule of infinity, that is this line reaches to infinity, cannot enter from here or here. So these are the rules, and I have told you about them, correlating them with the process. And this is the time, and this is the helping material, and this is the load concept. If you have any doubt, then you can comment me in the comment box. I will counter that doubt with my solution. So next is the HGT. Now the rules are over. These are the rules. Now the rules are over. Now moving ahead. HGT. HGT remains same. The rules remain same in this also. And the only difference between PGT and HGT is that in PGT the group is full, and in HGT the group is hard. The group is hard. That is, it now remains to the half the members of the full group. So the rule remains same, all the things remain same, and other difference is that in this only one stage it has to cross, and it can be any amount of difficulty. But you have to cross, but your half group have to cross only one stage only. And it can be of any difficulty. It can be of 4th difficulty level, it can be 3rd, it can be 2, it can be 1. So the time for this is 15 minutes. And your group has to cross only one stage. Now HGT done. All the rules remain same in HGT also. So HGT now CT, that is command task. Now in this, only one member, this is a one member task, means it is done by only one member. But he can take help from its subordinates by calling the subordinates. 2 to 3 subordinates are allowed. Of his choice. In the command task, this member is a commander. This member is a commander, which means that the commander will give the idea to the subordinates, and the subordinates will only help in the task. The subordinates will not give the idea. It will only help in tying the things and tying the structures. It will not give the plan, that is the idea. The commander is the one who will give the idea and move his group to the finish line. So the subordinates are only for helping with the structures, that is tying or supporting things, a supporting role. The major role will be played by the commander, that is the giving the plan, giving his mental strength. Now FGT. Now again in FGT, the whole group, which is distributed into half then single, now recombines into full group. In FGT the task is a longer one, so A to B, and there are many structures between A and B, so the amount of time is 20 to 25 minutes, and the structures are also more between A to B. So, and all the rules remain same in the FGT also. The only difference between CT and FGT is that in FGT it is a full group task, means all the group members remains intact in this, means it is a full group like the progressive group task. So I have told you about all the rules and the regulations of these tasks, and these are the important ones to remember. And if you have any doubt, then you can comment in the comment box, and I will give you an assurance that I will give you a solution as soon as possible. So if you like this video, then you can subscribe my channel and share with your friends. Until then, prepare hard and do your best in the SSB interviews. Jai Hind!